Hey, what's up everybody? So we're constantly expanding what we're covering here on the channel. You know, the channel's fairly young, but I want to keep broadening our horizons. You know, this is a nerd community. We're covering all kinds of stuff. And so here coming up in the near future, I'm going to have some videos where I'm going to be recommending some mobile games. Do you not have phones? Some of you may not. And that's why in this video, I want to talk to you about how I actually end up playing a lot of these mobile games that I've been checking out here recently, by introducing you to the phone emulator that I use on PC to be able to play mobile games on PC. And you may be asking yourself, Seth, why are we getting into mobile games? Are you kidding me? Are you a 12-year-old? Are you a middle-aged housewife? What is going on? Well, honestly, sometimes when you sit down to watch TV, you just want to put on something that's background noise and it's just there and you can just lay back, enjoy it. We call this stuff guilty pleasure, but why is it guilty pleasure? If you're enjoying it and you're having fun, like just own it, right? Just own it. And there are some cell phone games out there that I find to be fairly enjoyable to just kind of have something to do. Just, you know, it keeps you busy, gives you a little something to check into every now and again. I've got a little period of time at work where I just stand there and I gotta wait for people to show up, and you know, I can't listen to something, so I'll sit there and just doodle around on my phone. And you know, hey, some of the stuff is pretty fun. So instead of just hiding in shame and being like, I don't do mobile stuff, I'm just gonna own it and tell you guys, hey, some of these games are pretty good. So I want to introduce you to a couple of mobile games that I've been enjoying. And, you know, if you have any that you think are really great, put them in the comment section below and, you know, I'll check them out. But for those of you who do not have phones or don't want to waste your battery or want to play a mobile game on a giant screen, because you could totally do that, I want to introduce you to the phone emulator that I've been using here and just kind of give you a couple quick tips on what to do to use it. So we're going to switch over here to my desktop. And I'm going to introduce you to BlueStacks. So BlueStacks is the Android emulator that I've been using to play mobile games. I originally got into Android emulators because I wanted to get exclusive card backs in Hearthstone that you needed to have like a Samsung Galaxy to get and stuff. And so I was like, well, I don't have one of those. I'm not spending $800 on a phone to get a card back. And then I was like, yeah, but I could just emulate a Samsung phone, log into Hearthstone, and it'll be like, hey, you're on that phone, and it'll give me the card back. So that's how I got into this. But now I'm able to use these emulators to just check out games that are on mobile that, you know, maybe I don't want to use my phone for, or, you know, I don't want to check out on my phone and waste space on my phone and everything. I can do it over here. So BlueStacks is an Android emulator. And so when you open it up, it acts just like you're on an Android phone. You've got your apps and stuff here on the desktop. You've got the Play Store, the Google Play Store here, which you can go and you can search for a game. So let's say we were going to search for Legends of Runeterra, which is Riot's, you know, trading card game. You can find it here and you can go ahead and hit install. Now, the one bad thing about emulators is that the install speed on the emulator acts like it's on a phone. Okay, so if you have a really high-speed internet, it still will not download this stuff high speed. So downloads do take quite a while. It's kind of back, you know, go back a few years where you got to plan, okay, I'm going to hit install and then I'm going to go work on the yard, or I'm going to go take a nap, or I'm going to go to work and come back and it's going to be installed. So that is kind of a downside, but you can get the job done. You can get the stuff installed. So it's really easy to hop in, treat this just like a phone. It's got the little windows here, everything like that. You can also pop open everything and make it full screen, and this will let you get into, you know, your different games, and it'll let you see them on full screen. And you can play this stuff. This is a 19 by 20 resolution right now on like a 21-inch screen, but I've played this on a, you know, 32-inch screen. You could really blow this stuff up. It's pretty nice. Now, there are some examples here where you may get this running and you may encounter a situation where you search for a game and it doesn't come up in the shop. So Alchemy Stars is an actual game on the Google Play Store, but it doesn't come up when I search. That's because by default, BlueStacks is running an emulator that is 32-bit. If you see this N32, this is Nougat 32. It's running that version of Android. So if you want to access some of these newer games that require a 64-bit processor, you need to open BlueStacks Multi-Instance Manager. Okay, and this comes by default when you download BlueStacks, which is totally free to download. And when you're in here, you open this up and you go down to New Instance. You hit Fresh Instance, you select Nougat 64, and then you hit Next and finish the process. And it will create an instance here that says Nougat 64. And you can see right now, my Nougat 32 instance is running, so I can stop that. And it'll close it out. And then I can start up the 64-bit instance. It's going to look just like the 32. It's just emulating a different type of phone, a phone with a more powerful processor. And once this boots up, it treats it as an entirely different phone. Okay, so you have to re-download stuff and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I would recommend you just start out downloading your stuff on a Nougat 64 instance. But we can go into the Play Store, and now if we search for Alchemy Stars, you'll see that this does come up as an option in the store now because our phone is able to run it. Our phone, right? So, like I said, again, we're just expanding our horizons. I want to be able to introduce you guys to some additional games. No shame. Let's just own what we enjoy here on the channel. And there are a couple, not a ton, okay? This isn't turning into a mobile gaming channel or anything like that. But there are a couple games that I've been having a lot of fun with. And I'd like to introduce them to you for the reasons I said before, but also, like, there's so much anime stuff on mobile that you just don't get on PC. So it's a great place to jump over and play anime style games and stuff like that. So, and you know, honestly, like these days, it's kind of ridiculous some of the stuff that we're getting on mobile. Genshin Impact, a game I play on PC, plays on mobile. It's insane. You know, the "do you not have phones" meme is coming from Diablo Immortal, but I mean, if you look at Genshin Impact on mobile and then you look at Diablo Immortal, it's like hard to laugh at it nowadays. So, you know, I don't want to be closed-minded. I want to keep an open mind, and I hope that you're here for that here on the channel as well, and you know that you're not going to get crap game recommendations from me. So, with all that in mind, I've got you set up with the tool you're going to need to play these games on PC and check them out if you want to. Obviously, everything here is going to be playable on phone, so if you want to access it that way, you're more than welcome to. But using the emulator here is going to make it really easy for me to record and showcase different things, different games and stuff here on the channel. So I figured I'd let you guys know what I was using so you could use it as well. All right, everybody, I appreciate you tuning into the video. Look out this week for my first mobile game recommendation. We've also got a new live stream coming this Sunday. We've got a new podcast episode, and we got the first week of exclusive content for the channel over on Ko-fi.com. So head over there and support the channel if you want access to that. This week, we're kicking things off with the Ko-fi exclusive channel Spotify playlist, where we're going to have 5 songs recommended by yours truly that I think you guys can jam to and enjoy. So thanks for tuning into the video, and I'll see all of you on the next one.